welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be playing with tiny makeup. I'm so excited. This is such a fun challenge. I've seen a few people do this and I think it is so much fun. So I was kind of digging through my collection to find all of my minis, and I have some of the cutest, like smallest makeup products that we're going to be using in today's video. We're going to create a full look using only tiny makeup. Let's go ahead and get started. Excited to start with these tiny little products. Honestly, like some of these are just so small. This is going to be so fun. So first up, I have this primer from Pur. This is the Correcting Primer, just a little baby one, so cute. And I'm going to start with that one first. So it's just like a hydrating primer, so I'm going to apply just a little bit of that to my face, kind of just blend it in. It smells a little funky. Kind of reminds me of like bug spray. So now my face is feeling really tacky. We're going to go ahead and go in with foundation. And I have this little one here from Tarte. This is their Amazonian Clay. And I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put it out actually on my hand. So I have this one in the shade Light Neutral. So we'll see how that one looks on our face. So I'm just going to take my little baby little sponge right here and apply this. The shade match will be okay. This is going to take me forever with this tiny sponge, but we're going to blend this into the skin. I also have a little tiny concealer, which I didn't even know I had. I was like looking through my products, trying to find all my tiny products, and I was surprised at how many small products I actually had. I didn't prep like any of these or anything for the video. Kind of just came to me. I was looking at, or I got a package from Ulta and I had a few like smaller products in there, and I was like, hey, I should do the tiny makeup challenge. And then I kind of just went in my collection and was trying to find what I could find. But yeah, this shade is a little bit dark, but I feel like we can make it work. Okay, so now for concealer, I have this tiny little concealer from Tarte. Look at how small this is. Oh my gosh, so this is their Creasless concealer. I have mine in the shade medium. So we're gonna try this out. Oh my God, this wand is so small. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply this. Ooh, it seems thick. Really thick. Oh gosh, okay. I think I'm going to work one eye at a time because this seems like it's going to be really thick on the skin. So I'm going to just blend this one out before I put it on the other eye. Never tried this concealer, so this will kind of be like a first impression on this concealer too. I know a lot of people do like this. I think this is the one that they like repackaged. So blending that out. It actually looks like it has nice coverage. I'm going to apply it over my eye as well. I'm not mad at the concealer. I think it's actually pretty nice, so let's go ahead and apply it to the other eye. It is definitely a thick concealer for sure. Kind of like this little sponge for under my eye too. Might find some new gems in this video, you never know. Okay, so for powder, I have this little tiny CoverFX Perfect Setting Powder. It's so small. This is what made me want to do the video. Actually, this is what I got from Sephora, and I was like, oh my God, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This is just like a little tiny version of it. It's so small. So I'm going to apply this to my under eye. It's just set. I don't even know how I'm going to get this out. It's not really going out into the cap. Maybe I'll put it out on my hand first. Oh my gosh. All right, let me try this way. If I pound it out and then lift up the cap. It's not coming out. Hello. I can't even get it out of here. Oh my gosh. So I ended up pulling off the little sifter thing. I think that will help. And then that way I can just grab the powder directly. So now we can just go in. That definitely helps without like the little thing because it wasn't coming out when I had the sifter on it. I'm going to apply this just under my eye and kind of let it bake for a minute, and then we'll do our brows while we're letting that set. So we'll let that bake for a little bit. And for brows, that was a little hard. I couldn't really find like a brow product that was small. The tiniest one I could find in my collection was this one from Covergirl. And I mean, it's not the biggest brow product, but it's not the smallest. So this is their, I'm not even sure what this is called. Covergirl, like a brow pomade, I think. I'm not even sure. I'm going to try it with the brush that it comes with on the end and see how that works out. So this is my first time using this. I've never tried this before. I don't normally like working with pomades. I prefer pencils, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm hoping my brows don't look too crazy. So I'm just going to apply this to our brows, kind of give us a little bit of shape here. I'm going to have to spoolie them out, I already know. pomades just kind of cake up on my brows. I think because I have such like decent brows already, like I don't need really too much. I kind of just use it to fill them in a little bit. So I think for me, pomades just, I don't know, they're just not my favorite. All right, so now that we've got our brows done, I'm gonna go ahead and bake away this powder. I'm also just gonna apply it a little bit to my eyes just to set our concealer on my eyes. I'm also just gonna set a little bit of this powder like on my cheeks where I'm going to place my bronzer just so it kind of slides on better and it doesn't get all muddy right there. I forgot I was going to use this little mini contour. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just like a little mini contour. I don't know that I'll be able to do it because I just put powder on my face, but we can use it for like a nose contour since I haven't put any there. It's definitely a darker shade, so I don't know if it'll work, but we can try it. Oh my god. Just on our nose. I wanted to do it all over, but I'm going to try it just on my nose. Okay, so I don't know if that really helped contour it too much, maybe a little bit. But now we're going to move on to bronzer, and I have this little tiny one here from Ciate London. This is their Bamboo Bronzer, and I'm going to take this on this little brush here from Luxie and apply this as my bronzer on my cheeks and my forehead. All right, so now that we're looking nice and bronze, I think I'm gonna move on to the eyes and then we'll come back for the highlight and blush. So for the eyes, I have this little palette here from Pop Beauty. This was one of the only palettes that I could find that was like smaller. So here's what it looks like. It has just like a few shadows in here. This one is called their Naughty and Nice palette. And then it does flip and have a highlight and blush on this side, but I have another highlight and blush we're gonna use. So we're just gonna focus in on the eyeshadows here. For the lid, I'm first gonna go into this shade right here and just kind of set everything down. It'll help us set the concealer just a little bit more, help those shades to blend a little bit, giving a little bit of color to the eyes as well. And next I'm gonna go in with the shade Ride or Die, which is the second one right here, and we're gonna use that one all over our lid as well. It's my first time trying this palette, so we shall see how it performs. So far, I feel like the matte in here is blending actually really nicely. So I'm going to take a little bit of that shade Best in Class right here and actually apply that one all over. This one looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I'm just going to apply it all over the lid. So now I want to carve out the crease a little bit, kind of do like a little cut crease. So I'm going to go back into that Tarte concealer and I'm just going to carve out a little bit of a crease here. Okay, so I'm going to go into the shade Rebel Belle, which is like this purple shade right here. And I'm just going to apply that where I carved out the crease. I'm hoping this shade doesn't have a lot of fallout. Kind of looks more blue, like it has a hint of purple, but it kind of looks a little bit blue on the lid as well. This is going to be an intense eye look. The shade is definitely a lot more like blue purple, so I'm going to add a little bit of silver over top. That looks kind of cool. So I added this silver in the palette over top of that like purple shade, and it kind of turned it into like a cool tone shade. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye really quick. Alright, so we got our other eye done. I have this little eyeliner here from Marc Jacobs, and we are going to apply this one just to our waterline. Alright, and now for our lower lash line, I'm just going to go into the shade Ride or Die, which is that brown shade there in the middle, and get that one really close to our lash line. Okay, so now our eyes are done. I'm going to go ahead and put some lashes on, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our lashes on. I'm going to use this really small Urban Decay Perversion mascara to blend them and to also do my lower lashes. Alright, so now we're going to do our blush, and I'm going to do this little mini one from the Balm. This is their Frat Boy blush, and just apply that one to our cheeks. For highlight, I have this little mini baby highlight. This one is from Jouer. It's in Citrine. And I'm going to apply this one just to the high points of my cheeks. I love Jouer's highlighters. They're so pretty. Alright, so we're going to hit the chin a little bit, the Cupid's bow. And then I'm just going to go back over it and make sure it's nothing too crazy. I always feel like I go a little intense on my chin, and I always try to blend it out a little bit. And I think I'm going to use this shade too for my inner corner highlight as well. Put a little bit of that on the inner corner. All right, and then we have our little lipstick. So this one is from Bite Beauty, and this is like the tiniest lipstick ever. This is so cute. This is in Honeycomb. I'm gonna apply this, and then I have a gloss I'm gonna use over top. And then the little gloss I have again is from Beauty by Pop Sugar, and this one is in the shade Be the Boss. All right, lastly, I'm just gonna spray my face with this little all-nighter from Urban Decay. All right, and here is our final look using all of our mini makeup products. This was such a fun little challenge to do. I love makeup minis, and these ones are just like extra mini, but I had so much fun playing with them. This was a really fun video idea. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.